Bright lights. Okay, sorry, it's not live. I was going live. Then I was like, rough day, rough year, rough week. Could see the person saying, yo, bro, stop smoking. Stop smoking weed. Bro, you don't know what the fuck I'm smoking. This could be just straight tobacco. More than likely, it's straight tobacco. I know. That's how I wean myself off of weed. Or I just cold turkey it and just say fuck it and just quit for the time being. And this video ain't even about quitting anything. Because, the moment you think you got it bad, you realize it's people that's got it worse. There's people out here addicted to crack. There's people out here, addicted to meth. There's people out here addicted to heroin and, they just addicted to all kind of shit, Yeah, this ain't about an addiction video anyway, because we all addicted to life in some way. Aspects of it, addicted to being successful in your mission. I would hope that you're addicted to being successful. I am, I like how people say it, but then, you meet millionaires that do it, and you're like, oh shit, that's crazy. Like, that's crazy. And then tell that millionaire, tell, Mike Tyson shouldn't smoke weed. Tell, an actual president that does it, they shouldn't do it. The ones that actually push and try to figure out how to undo the fear tactics that have been placed on people, to control everything we do. I like how they you notice how anybody can drink some whiskey. Like you ever tell you, look, if your kid's crying or teething, take some whiskey and put it on their gums. Like you're already fixating that child onto alcohol with no structural understanding of what's going on. Like no logical definition as if you would give one to a 2-year-old kid, Gotta say shit that means something. It's all to be held accountable for, ownership, Who turned the whole generation into alcoholics and drunks, and then went behind that and turned the whole generation into drug abusers, users, hustlers who dab in their own stash type shit, as if, to me it shouldn't even be here. Like the overuse of it, the whole section of cops and robbers shouldn't even be, but it is. It is. I just be like, yo, live alive. Live alive. Don't you want to be great? You probably like, yo, what is this man on right now? What is he talking about? I'm talking about life and excuses. Hey, I did a challenge to myself called no excuses. No matter what, you gonna figure out how to make some money. So, legally, all the legal ways to make money. So I ran analysts in my mind. I was like, okay, DoorDash popped up. I was like, I don't even have a car, so what am I gonna do with DoorDash? DoorDash on a bike, no excuses. It actually had the bicycling option on there. So they having a shootout. Anyway, in the country, yeah, you would think it don't go down in this city, but it do. This little small town, you don't be knowing what's going on. But yeah. something cracking off. Anyway, it ain't my business. Back to the business at hand.
Hi friends, I'm a painter, and I paint the world, what I feel. Sometimes it's dark, like the night sky, with no moon, no star.
That's probably somebody's car. Haven't really seen the power go out. So, yeah. Anyway, when it's all like interrupted, you trying to find like calm and sustainable focus, right? We're all in the dark with this shit, you know. So, you know, I've been door dashing. And up on DoorDashing on a bicycle, I've discovered a whole slew of people who DoorDash on bicycles, even challenges right now. Like, it's not that I myself popped out the challenge. I'm pretty sure I'm not the first duck that was like, you know, let me DoorDash on a bike. No, far from it. We'd have to check dates to the first person to upload, but this ain't that, you know. And I do it just cause, you know, on the fact of needing some money and needing to continue to eat, you know, and one must live in service, you know, meaning we all live in service. Like, whether, you know, you're a doctor or a lawyer or, you know, a fireman or a delivery driver, you know, we live in service. From military on down to a common job of opening the door, you serve something in somebody. You know, a lot of us have dogs and we live in service of our animals and our pets, and we, you know, we serve our pets, you know. It was even one of my theories that the king itself is, you know, the city or the economy or, you know, the community, rather than the one person dubbed to be the leader. The king itself is the village, the people, you know. That's the king, you know, and especially when you bring in a democratic state or a democracy of anything, of any type or any caliber. That's when, you know, the king becomes the village. You know, I kind of got I ain't gonna lie, you know, I had the structure of the statement and the theory, but it kind of like really became clear watching Naruto, one of the like mangas that I watch, you know. And, you know, it was like, yo, who is the Hokage? And you find out, if you pay attention, the Hokage is the village. You know, the true Hokage is the village. So one can never truly be the chief. You know, the chief is the village, not just that one person who is leading the village. That's how you get nations to truly work. It takes some level of control and manipulation, you know. It's just, you know, my mind putting everything into like a way to understand the state of things even now. Like the insanities, some of it, a lot of it, especially in the nation I come from, the nation and the time I was born in. This is a nation built up on bloodshed. It's built on slavery, like just the cold hard facts. Sugar cane and cotton. You know, you just get down to the nitty gritties of, you know, money. And what really fueled that whole need was power, you know, and freedom as well. To an extent. How you get freedom out of that, you know?
Hey baby, you should know that you got me wrapped around your finger. And lately you've got me deeply gone over you, baby. I feel like I'm in the danger zone, yeah. Love, I'm lost on you, baby. What you do, girl, what you do, you run my mind crazy. Got my heart flooded full of butterflies every day lately. The danger zone seems ever closer. And loving you is dangerous for my soul, baby.
I don't even think it was recording. you know. Something about war and the world going out of control and hell in a handbasket. So I'm just making that 30-minute video about the realest things I could ever think of while, you know, being thirsty as a mug, because, you know, I've been door dashing on the bike for like 2 weeks now. Just every day riding the bike. I don't even think I've been, you know, drinking properly, but I've been working on it, like keeping myself like, you know, properly nourished, or, you know, I don't want to be, you know, what's that? The gunshots in the background are fucking with me, or whoever car is making a noise, or however that's going for them. I hope it gets better, because that shit is really like distracting to me. It reminds me of how distracting life itself can be, you know. Life is just riddled with distractions. We go out, there's glory. Where we go out, there's glory. No one knows what God knows. And I know as long as you're there, we'll be alright. We'll watch the starlight and see the sunrise forever. Some good, some bad, I guess, with some good distraction. Okay. A good distraction is a phone call that takes your mind off of you having to be somewhere. And, you know, while that phone call is taking place, that place gets shot up or whatever, and you're not there at the moment. So you just avoid being shot the fuck up in some Final Destination type shit, and they just don't catch up to you. And you're like, damn, you dodged the bullet, literally. You know, moments where it could have been you, you know. Bad examples, you know. You're late because, you know, you decided to just sleep in, or you decided to lay up next to the chick you was with. So, you know, you miss out on an important venture that was supposed to lend you a lot of money, you know. Distractions, right? Discernment, you know. Just things to think about. Nah, I say go ahead, keep that same energy, shawty. You feel like you too good for me, or I'm too good for you, or neither one of us is good enough, fine. Let your blessings slip on by. Maybe God got other plans. Hopefully he does. We will both find a love that'll love us for us in the near future, even though it's not either one of us that's gonna do so. So shawty, you live your best life. I'm pretty sure these niggas will still take care of you the same. You know why it's really not a such thing as bad pussy? Because a nigga will jump in anything just to get some pussy sometimes. Not me. I'm not really a nigga all the time. I'm just a real one. I could be like the last day on earth, and, you know, the population could hinge on us doing it. And if you just not my type, I'm just not doing it. It's not about that. I don't want to bring tainted DNA back into the world. Must be a pure love type of shit sometimes, a connection. If we ain't connected, I'm not even trying to hit. Plus, you got to give me signs like you actually like me. If not, I'm not going to think you like me. I'm going to think you just trying to use me until it's all used up. That's life. Some of them want to use you. Some of them want to be used by you. Some of them want to abuse you. Some of them want to be abused. The sweet dreams are made of these. Who am I to disagree? it doesn't matter anyway, right? It's left up to God. You're gonna live and die trying. That's the purpose of it. Try till you succeed or die first. When it comes to love, fuck it, it doesn't exist. It's like time. It's a made-up expression of how we structure something higher than just I like you. Love is for the family sense of I love my family. I don't really think we can love people besides family members. You can be with a person, and then when they become a part of you, it kind of makes them like your family member, and now you can be loved or whatever. It doesn't really matter. I never really said I knew what love was any goddamn way. I literally have a song where I tell you no one knows what love is.
People doubted me. Now it's like they trying to figure me out. Like, what is he gonna do next? Nah, don't worry about what I'm gonna do next. It's gonna happen though.
All I'm saying is, you can't sit under the tree forever waiting for the apple to fall from the tree and knock you in the head to give you a good idea. Sometimes you just gotta get up and go for it and hope that you own that time and you won't be distracted from the goal. And even when you're distracted, you just gotta trust in God that your discernment will be on point. Hi friends, I'm a painter, and I paint the world, what I feel. Sometimes it's dark, like the night sky, no moon, no star. And it just dawned on me, like, if it's like all a game, then like, are you playing to have some fun with it, or are you like playing to actually win? Like, and if it's all God's plan, why would your plan even matter to begin with? Should you even think like that? Dig in on it, before you like cast judgment, like outward towards that person that you're looking at, like, you just like, oh, they just a bum, or they ain't shit, or they like yada yada yada, rich mind, poor mind. You never know what a person's thinking, so your consideracy on every level is important. You gotta understand this, like, cause shit's going crazy right now. You got like freedom, like not even really being tested, but the AI is a beast. So you watch too much and you realize that, yo, this is AI, and they've initiated the first level of attack, which is a digital attack upon the infrastructure of the very way we live our lives as people. Like, your freedom will be tested there first. Like, it's like the government's trying to incite a riot and keep people divided and confused. And it's not even like your government. It's beyond you and the powers that be. You know what I mean? Or it could all just be a bunch of malark, man. Wake up, take your ass to work, pay them bills, you know what I'm saying? On some Kendrick Lamar shit, fuck you a chick, you know what I'm saying? Chilling with your girl, Netflix, chill, you know what I'm saying? Find you some good memories in life, meditate, you know what I'm saying? Smoke your blunt, drink your bottle, you know what I mean? Live your life. I'm not condoning ignorance, and I damn sure ain't saying stay blind to the fact. But when you know something needs to be done, just do the shit. Do the good things that need to be done. You know what I'm saying? Multiply the stocks in such way, lack of better words. Like, continue that. Continue being good. You feel like pushing the word is there. You feel like, helping the homeless. You feel like, saving wells, cure for cancer. Push that shit. We waiting on that cure anyway. You know what I mean? Cure all the sickness and diseases. Allotted enough time, people will only do two things: destroy each other or come together and do something amazing.